Joining us now from the Niagara Falls Ryerson Innovation Hub, we have Katlynn Sverko. She is in charge of special projects at the Innovation Hub. First off, Katlynn, what is the Innovation Hub all about?
The Niagara Falls Ryerson Innovation Hub is all about supporting entrepreneurs in Niagara and beyond to come towards Niagara Falls and see it as a center for innovation. So we're about taking digital media and tech-based companies and actually being able to take them from maybe that MVP stage to growing and scaling in Niagara.
How do you do that? What are the supports that you offer them, and is there a process that they follow?
The main supports that we offer are EIR, so EIR being entrepreneurs in residence, so people who have done it all before, experienced with entrepreneurship and scaling companies in specific areas, things like marketing, onboarding, HR, pitching. So we cover all those basic areas through those one-on-one sessions, but we also have one-to-many sessions. So if a specific entrepreneur in residence notices that there's a big problem with, okay, I keep getting the same question about pitching, or I keep getting the same question about how do I do Facebook marketing, we'll hold a one-to-many workshop so that those questions can be answered in a larger format. But we also offer things outside of COVID, such as office space so that people can work closely together. And also what we found before COVID was working through the space, teams would collaborate and actually work with one another to solve problems. So we're facilitating that collaboration. We also introduce the startups to various ecosystem players. So we work closely with the Economic Development Department and the Biz Zone to make sure that we can facilitate the proper connections, make sure that business licensing is in place. But also what we do is facilitate connections to things like My Tax Entrepreneur International, which is allowing people to do a soft landing in another zone. So it could be somewhere like Japan where they're doing really well in business, and then go there for, let's say, 2 weeks to make sure that they can grow that business as well. So we have a lot of connections to different funding opportunities to bring on students, but also just really making sure that the CEOs or the founders have the support they need to grow.
You mentioned the term cohort. So how many people are involved, or how many businesses are involved in that first cohort?
In our first cohort, we have 8 teams. So they range very much in what they specialize in. So we've got one team, Get Ready, that specializes in emergency preparedness, which is very fitting right now. We also have teams that are focused in ed tech and med tech. So we've got a great variety of what we're looking at, but we've been able to see some great impacts along the way as well, specifically with 3 teams that are able to make a big difference during this difficult time.
Do you anticipate that entrepreneurs will sort of come up with even bigger ideas moving forward now that we've all had this time where we're working from home, we're communicating remotely, that the future of things like the Innovation Hub are even brighter than they were before?
That's a great question. Yes, absolutely. So hard times are usually when people see unique problems. So right now we have plenty of unique problems that we might not have been thinking about in the future. So now it's the perfect opportunity for people to be thinking, what can I do? And we have seen a lot of people come in online, of course, saying, I have this great idea. What can I do to actually make it possible? So once again, really facilitating those local connections so it can become more than just an idea, that it becomes a business and solving a tangible problem for people in Niagara Falls and beyond.
Under COVID-19, I understand that the Innovation Hub has mobilized to at least support one group in creating some face shields for the fire department. Can you explain that?
Absolutely. So there's 3 really good stories that have come out of COVID-19 from the Niagara Falls Ryerson Innovation Hub. The one that you're mentioning, Bicep, they are working really hardly with the folks at the Niagara Falls Ryerson Innovation Hub to create face shields that have been given to the fire department, Niagara's hospitals, and some retirement homes or long-term care homes. So we're really looking to make sure that our frontline workers are supported during this time. So we're looking to see what we can do with Bicep. They're using their 3D printers that were usually used to print things specifically for their business and laser cutters to create these face shields.
And what are the other ones that are related to COVID-19?
Absolutely. So I mentioned briefly Get Ready and their Get Back to Work program. We are in the hurdle right now, but Get Ready has every single process in place for how do we get back to work? How do we make sure the infectious disease doesn't spread? It's all online. And they've been experts in this for over 20 years. It's a matter of how do we get this out to the people that really need to use it? And then a third one, which is actually coming into cohort number 2, starting on Monday, is Orbit POS. So a lot of restaurants in Niagara Falls and abroad don't have online sales. So what Orbit POS does is take those restaurants and give them an opportunity to facilitate online sales so they can do carry out or delivery.
Fantastic. Katlynn, I just want to say your energy this morning has been beautiful to see, and thank you for spreading the word about what the Innovation Hub is doing. Good luck with cohort number 2.
Thank you very much, Mike.